consultant and mediator for customers in Israel and Europe. By the way, she speaks like 7 different languages, reading, writing, and speaking. She is the chairman of Public Affairs in the Communication, Press and Television Association in Israel. She is a university professor in Haifa University, teaching political science and journalism. Please, let us welcome Dr. Dror Abendov.
Is it me? Yes. Okay, so good morning to you all. It's such a huge challenge to have to speak after Dr. Welsh and Mr. Hamad. I feel embarrassed. It's a great, great honor for me to be here this morning with you, to see those friends that I know from the past, that we've met already on several occasions, that have been here in Israel. And I want to welcome you again. And for those of you who are here for the first time, a very, very deep welcome. I hope you like it here. I love it. But one thing I can assure you, it's very interesting. I was basically supposed to talk for 15 minutes, but it was shortened. I have only 5 minutes to talk. So I either double the velocity or shorten the message. We'll see. First of all, I want to speak from the heart. I represent here 50% of the population in the Middle East. I can say that it's the better half. I represent the feminine side. And we here, women in the Middle East, have to face enormous difficulties. I want to talk from the point of view of an Israeli, because I am an Israeli. In the 62 years of the independence of the State of Israel, we are in a continuous state of conflict. And days of calm and peace are only intervals between one disaster and another. And we women are not fighters, not active fighters on battlefields, but we are there to collect the damage. We are the victims of these complex situations. As mothers, we send our children to the army. As spouses, we send our husbands to the army. As daughters, we send our fathers to the army. And then we have to collect the damages and to deal with the results and consequences of these complex situations. It's not easy, but it's challenging because we have hope. We really do have hope for a better future, for a peaceful future. And I want to tell you a tiny little story that I heard a couple of days ago about a lovely community. The place is in New Jersey, and it's called Teaneck. It's a community where the mayor is Muslim. The deputy mayor is a conservative Jew, Orthodox Jew, excuse me. And the community itself is a mixture of Orthodox Jews, conservative Jews, and Muslims, and Hispanic, American of Hispanic origin. And it's an able-type society because everything is nice and functioning. And then when the citizens were asked, how is it that such diversity can live together in harmony? And they said, understanding and education. And I'm for education and understanding, and we have to add to this another added value is opening your heart, as well as opening your mind. When you are curious enough to study and to learn about your neighbor, and you have the goodwill to understand, and the goodwill to share then everything is possible. In this particular world that we live in, physical borders mean less, because we live in a global world where I have better friends in the States or in Sweden than I have next door where I live. So in this world, we have a lot of issues to deal with, like the global warming, like the problems, energy, or lack of it. And we have to deal with all this problem. I think that we'll have to deal with it together. And the sooner we arrive to the conclusion that we are here on this planet together, and we have to face difficulties together, the better it's going to be. That's why I think that this tiny little example, this tiny little place, can teach us that it's possible. If we want to put a goodwill in it, it's possible, and we can do it. And in this particular area called the Middle East, where everything is so fragile, where everything can happen, when another conflict can start any moment, with everything that's going on here. Nothing is stable, nothing will last long, with an alien president in Egypt, for example, with the Americans withdrawing from Iraq, leaving who knows what, with drought problems in Syria, with everything that's going on in Lebanon. It's very, very complicated. So this is why I think that we all here have to open our hearts and open our eyes, and especially, I think that we women can do it in a more natural way, because there's one thing that femininity is identified with, is the fact that we are not aggressive, and we are more teachers than anything else. We have to educate children. This is our mission in life, and we are in the habit of educating, of passing on values, and that's why I think that it is so much more natural for us to take this responsibility. So I, from here, call on you all women to join forces, to open your hearts and assist us in this very needy moment. Thank you.
Another round of applause to the whole of